Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Wine and Denise. I feel like I have a good one today.
Ooh, okay.
It may hurt our soul a little bit because we're talking about a very taboo topic.
Okay. I'm on pins and needles.
So let's just uncork and unwind. What is it? Let's unpop and unwind.
Oh, that's what it's called?
I don't know. That's what I'm gonna say. It is. Let's unpop and unwind. It's the ever so faithful Cutwater today. You know, as I was thinking about this,
I'm listening. Don't mind me. My nails got longer. I feel like they're longer than I've ever done them in a while.
They're pretty long. Ooh, look.
These are my birthday nails, y'all.
Oh yeah. It is. I was like, your birthday ain't no time soon. Yes, it is, girls. Next week.
But I don't have any time between now and then.
So you have to do them today.
Yeah. I actually got to the salon early yesterday because I didn't have a morning client.
That's unusual.
And I was able to do both hands. Usually I do one hand one day, one hand another day because I only got like an hour and a half between people.
But you were able to sit and do both your hands?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, birthday queen. Yes. I'm gonna zoom in and zoom back out. So Denise, so back to the Cutwater. So I was thinking about this Cutwater the other day, and I was like, while I do love the traditional lime margarita one that they do have that we're currently drinking, I feel like maybe it's just me, but I feel like I want to add. I'm always trying to add shit. I would want to add. There is a pineapple Jim Beam that I like.
The one that I was trying to open last time, and you was like, "No, let's not touch that one yet."
Sure, I don't know. Yeah, it's almost done, so I need to go find another one. But a splash of that with just a splash of pineapple.
I can see it. But aren't you mixing types?
I'm making like almost like an LIT. Because we gonna be lit.
A lit.
Mm-hmm. Okay, sorry.
It's funny. I was thinking lit in my head too. We be around each other. That's what it is. Okay. Right. You keeping me in suspense.
Sorry.
You're keeping the good people in suspense.
So I have a question for you to start it off. The topic. When you were younger, let's say around the ages of 11, 12, 13, that preteen, teen cusp age, right?
Mm-hmm.
You've lived a good life at this point. You've had some experiences. You're about to enter high school-ish, finishing middle school. That era, right?
Okay. My daughter's era right now.
Right, which means that you've seen life,
felt it,
and felt life, right? Not adulting, but you're feeling and seeing.
Okay.
What did you think being rich meant?
Being rich to me was what I saw on TV. People with money, like at the time, that was the whole Cribs on MTV era.
Cribs, yes.
It was the Cribs on MTV era. It was the also Saturday mornings after Soul Train, you have the Lifestyles of Rich and Famous. It meant being someone who had like an exorbitant amount of money
and that you can just make it rain.
Yeah.
So that's what being rich meant.
Yes.
Okay. So for myself, it's the same thing, right?
Okay.
Being rich meant that I had all this money. I could do whatever the fuck I wanted with it.
Right.
It didn't matter. I could have a money shower. Like, that's what it meant to me. A money shower. What it also meant to me, because I didn't have this experience, what it also meant to me was that I was able to get apple bottom jeans. I was able to get Chucks. I was able to get those name brand items.
Parasuco jeans, Mavi jeans. Those were the popular.
Yes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, thinking back then, being rich was very much materialistic.
I don't think it's changed. I don't think as an adult, the mindset of rich has changed. But yes, I think the mindset of
the children.
No.
It's
still materialistic.
They need they need $10 to go to Dunkin' every other Tuesday.
Right. It's an essentials hoodie. It's
a Nike Tech.
Nike Tech, yeah.
It's you need a quarter zip hoodie because that's what it is right now. Quarter zip, but whatever, right?
And quarter zips the price went up on quarter zips, which is ridiculous.
Wait, they did.
Yeah.
So I went to go get one. I was like, why is it so expensive? Okay, different story.
It's because it's popular now.
Annoying. So yeah, while I know that the mindset of children have not changed and they are very much rich means money. Being rich means that they can go to Starbucks to get their drink and it's not even a question.
Right.
It doesn't matter. It means that they have the Nike Techs. That's how you know, right? As I was growing up, that's how you knew who had money and who didn't have money. Because they had the name brand things. I didn't have off-brand cereal, right?
Okay.
That's right. That's like you were okay with people coming home because I don't even know what they were called, right? Because I can't think of back in the day.
Like Kicks.
That's not off-brand.
No.
It's like
oh, I know, like the store brand, like the Crosdale.
Yes.
Crosdale or the Seatown version.
Yes. Okay. I can't remember the names of what they used to call Fruit Loops, right? Or like Frosted Flakes or Cheerios, whatever. But like it was those
Fruity O's.
Fruity O's, right? Like those things. Like I didn't have cereal in a bag. It came in the box. Or whatever it may be. So like that's how we defined wealth and being rich.
Okay, fair enough. I can agree.
Okay, so now fast forward. How would you define being rich now?
I would define being rich. Oddly enough, I'd couple it with health, right? So you slowly become the old people that you like roll your eyes at when you were a kid because rich meant, okay, I have a roof over my head, food in my stomach, clothes on my back, and health, right?
Okay.
And the people that I love are also have those same basic essential needs to life.
Okay.
That's the current definition for me as being rich.
When do you think that changed for you from having I need all this money to being I need all this money and mental health? When did your definition change?
My first pregnancy.
Ooh. Because you now realize that you're caring for a whole nother human?
Yeah, because so admission time.
I'm ready.
I used to love on me. When I say I used to love on me, I was rich auntie, okay? Because my sister had a kid. I was rich auntie living my best life, okay? When I say living my best life, I wanted, I got it. I paid for it. So when I got pregnant, yes, I was excited, but I also was like, how am I going to shift from spending on me to spending on someone else? Because now that means my priorities financially have to shift for caring for another person. It was a hard thing for me to tackle. Like, how am I going to do this? Because I love me. And then,
as you should.
And then I went into, this is when Target was still like,
Target. Yes, Target. I love Target. Well,
walked into Target. And I didn't even look for something for myself. I instinctually just grabbed the first thing I saw for a baby. I was like, okay, that was different. I walked out with the smallest thing for me and everything for them. And I still do that to this day, right? I can go somewhere. I don't know if you noticed it when we went shopping.
I did. No, I did.
I literally, I had a mindset to get one thing for myself, but I walked out for more things with my kids.
Yes, no, I know.
And I do it all the time, and I don't even realize. I literally would go, or I feel guilty when I'm picking up something for myself.
You get mom guilt.
I get mom guilt, and I pick something up for myself. I was like, oh, well, let me get something for the kids. And ends up happening, you know, those people who put things back. I put the things that I want for myself back and get the things that I need for the kids.
Your whole mindset shift.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It is, right?
Okay.
What happened to you?
I don't think it's shifted.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I'm not even mad at it.
Not to be funny, I still think so. I think I told you, but in my mindset, I'm retiring at 45 because at 45, I'm gonna make enough money where I can then go do all the fuck things that I want to do, travel, buy an island so I can just live there. Like, I need money to do those things. So I don't know if fully changed the idea of what being rich and wealthy is. Like, being rich for me still means I need money and I need all the money to buy all the things.
Okay.
Now, for me, the idea of being wealthy, that's where it changes for me.
Okay.
The idea of being wealthy now is a holistic idea. It's the idea that for me, being wealthy, yes, it definitely includes the money because I need the money,
Right, right.
but it also means that I'm healthy. It also means that my family is cared for. It means that my spouse is cared for. It means that if I have children, they're cared for. It means that I have a business that I can continue to pour in and I still have money to pour into myself.
Mm-hmm.
So that's wealthy to me now.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't tell you. Maybe I can. I feel like the idea changed for me that I wasn't just going to be rich. I was going to be a wealthy individual when the business started.
Okay.
And the switch happened. I know maybe I do. I feel like the more I talk, the more I realize that happened. It was COVID. You were talking about this with my partner. And I realized that because I was HR, right?
Mm-hmm. You're still working your corporate job while also trying to build a business.
Well, no, I was working my corporate job and I was working at another studio. And I was seeing how I was just laying people off left and right. I was putting them on furloughs. The amount of people that I had crying on the phone with me because I couldn't do it in person now. Now we're furloughed, right?
Right.
Now we're
We're
working from home.
remote.
So I was talking to everyone and they were just, but Nikita, I need money. How am I paying for my children? We need clothes, we need food, all of the things. And I'm here saying I have to furlough you. I'm so sorry. And I had a script.
Right, because it wasn't yours doing so.
Correct. I had to stick to my script because we didn't want legal repercussions to come back on us. And we needed to ensure that we were following the guidelines given for what a furlough meant,
Mm-hmm.
meaning that you're not terminated. So I can't say the word terminate. You're not fired. You're furloughed with the idea that there will be a return. We just don't know when the return is.
Mm.
And because we had X amount of people, we had to give X amount of date notice prior to furloughing people because that's the rule. If you have X amount of people, you have to give X amount of days notice. If you have X amount of people, you have to give other days notice, right?
Okay.
Different rules. So I was going through all of this. So then not only was that I going through all of this,
Right.
then at the same time, the studio that I was teaching at, which had become my home away from home, there were rumors percolating, right? That this was the final year and it was going to be sold. But we thought that it was going to be sold to one of us. Or it was going to be offered to one of us. Or like we were, and then if it wasn't, we were going to meet the new owner or something, right? We were told all these things that ended up not being true. So here I am furloughing people. And as I'm watching the numbers go down, I realize my name is going to be next because you don't need 2 HR people for 10 people.
Right.
You don't need them. And I know that. So I'm just
trying to figure out a plan. What's your move to protect yourself?
Right. So I'm looking for jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no one hiring.
Right.
So what the fuck am I about to do? I'm gonna lose my dance job, which is my little extra money that I was playing around with.
Right.
So I was
to save for whatever.
I was just stuck. And the time bomb was ticking because we went from roughly 500 employees to 400, 350, 325.
How rapid would you say that was taking place?
Every week.
You're losing hundreds by the week.
So we furloughed, let's say the furlough was what, 320? Was that the furlough week? Maybe. 313, 320, something like that.
That quickly?
The world shut down 313.
Yes. So this would technically be the week that this was all taking place. How many 6 years from ago?
God, that sounds awful.
Isn't that crazy?
That's awful.
Sorry, I completely sideswept on that one, but I remember getting the call.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And it's funny because I left that Friday, and I don't know what made me do it. I left that Friday, and I said, "Let me take my laptop home with me." Something told me to do it, and I did it. And they was like, "Oh, do you need to come to the office to get anything?" I was like, "No, I got everything I need."
So that Friday, my manager and I were talking, and she was like, "Take your laptop home." I said, "No, I already know. Like I saw the writing on the wall. I know. I'm taking it home. We're not coming back."
Yeah.
She's like, "Most likely not.
Yeah.
So whatever you need to take it now. It's no problem." When I tell you that I packed my car up that Friday.
See, I had to take the train, so I was not going to the city if I didn't need to.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
But I remember how quickly. So that first week that we were all remote, I worked in a warehouse, so we had shipping people. My whole warehouse, which was about 100 people, they were furloughed. So the whole warehouse team was furloughed. The
Right, because what are
manager,
you doing from home? You can't work from home if you're shipping things or preparing for shipment.
correct. So they were all furloughed. They did nothing. They were the first to go, which is why 100 was quickly. When I tell you
Wow.
that 100, so my boss and I had to split it up,
Mm.
and we split it up over that week. We're calling people, so I call about 10 people a day. I had 50, she had 50, and then we would have to
And you
reconnect.
can't just call them and think it's a 2-minute conversation
half
because
hour.
they're trying to make sense of what? What do you
Yes.
mean? What happens here? What do I do now? How am I gonna like all the worries?
It was at minimum a half an hour per person,
Oh gosh.
and then God forbid I knew them, which of course
So
I
it took
did.
longer. It took longer.
Right. Because I'm not the HR person that sits in the office. I've never been that HR person. I'm the HR person where I plan my day and I make sure that I'm out on the floor. So I was in the warehouse. More often than not, I was at the warehouse walking around talking to people than my desk.
Mm.
And then we had an office in the New York. So then I was working with the driver who would shuttle us, and I'd be with him driving to New York to talk to them, work there for a few hours, and then come back. I was never at my desk. Like, when I tell you, the only day I was at my desk was payroll Monday. Literally the only day I was at my desk.
Make sure everyone's checks clear.
Exactly. Besides that, I'm floating around. I'm talking to people. How are you doing? How is everything? Did you have any issues dealing with your paycheck this week? Did you do training? Do you need any help with anything? I saw that you put in an application for LOA. Do you want to talk about it? Oh, you need help with your inventory? Don't worry. Let me get you on the system.
Wow.
Literally, I was that person. And I knew everyone. I knew their kids. I knew if they were married, if they were engaged. Like, when you think about HR and you think about a good HR person, I wanted to be that person because that's who I would want to go and talk to, right?
Right.
So I made sure I was that person for everyone. So yeah, it was hard. So then it was like, we then kept going. The warehouse people, the design team, the marketing team. It was just little by little. By the time the end came, that was March. I think my last day was in July. By the time July came, a team of 500 was now a team of 12
Wow.
because it was just the C-suite people. It was C-suite. Everyone was
And they can't
C-suite,
do the things that the frontline people. So how'd they manage?
but we weren't doing frontline things. Right at that point, we were figuring out how to file for bankruptcy.
So what imprint did that leave on you?
It was awful. So that's when I started realizing that being rich wasn't everything.
Hmm.
So being rich and having money for days doesn't matter if I don't got a job. It doesn't matter if I'm inflicting pain and harm upon people. It didn't matter because then I wasn't spending time with my family in a concise way because I was stressed about something. Because I felt the stress and anxiety through the phone of how they were paying rent.
Yeah.
When I tell you I felt that in my soul, because they were nervous. Well, what happened to my Medicaid? My medical insurance?
Yeah.
What happens if I get
Especially
sick?
if they have ailments
Which they did.
or illnesses.
So that first week was especially hard because that first week, it was my warehouse people, and a few of them, of course, just couldn't work. They were older, so they were working, but they were struggling because they had arthritis. They were dealing with other ailments and diabetes, all of these things. And their first question was, what about my
Medical insurance.
prescriptions? My prescriptions are up at the end of this month. And it was March 20th. So the week after was March 23rd. We started doing all these things. We have 7 more days. What happens after 7 days? Because now it's April.
So it wasn't like a delayed. It was effective immediately.
Effective immediately.
Oof. Oof.
It was just awful. It was just so awful, right? To then dance we were basically furloughed at dance because we couldn't go into the studio. So now we were trying to do Zoom.
Let me pause there real quick.
It was awful. It was
I'm gonna
trash.
pause here real quick. The ingenuity of Nikita and her partner. Okay,
It was all of us. It was all of us.
I know you guys.
You know us, right? But it was all of us.
And the team that I know, Kyra, Khadijah, Takia.
Yes.
I'm speaking to the masses about the women that I've seen. When I tell you, y'all better listen to the 92%. y'all better listen to Black women. Y'all better respect Black women. Y'all better understand Black women. And I know that majority of our
listeners,
followers are Black
people
women,
of color,
right? But for those that are not, I need you to understand the capacity of the ingenuity that these women had to be able to make this still feel some sense of normal.
Oh, so bad
for those kids.
So bad.
It may not have been the greatest. You did what you could with what you had, but let me tell you, those kids needed it. It was the last piece of thread of normalcy for them. And the way that you guys held it together for them in the times that no one understood, I need you to know, if no other parent said it, I'm saying it here. Y'all did y'all thing.
We appreciate you. I promise you.
Okay? Because as a parent, okay, yeah, it's easy to say to your kid, go on Zoom. But the fact that someone's like, let me see your feet and correct it. It still felt like there was a personable space of them being in the room with you to say, okay, your footing is wrong. Move it to the left, move it to the right, do this, do that, do that. I just want to say that. And then when you guys had the opportunity, when there was a small veil lifted on the band of being
Very
close to
small.
people, and we started going into the parks, I just want to say, like, I don't know what other people did, but I know what they did, and whatever they did, it helped keep a sense of normalcy for a very trying time for these kids. That's my soapbox.
To me, no, it's a great soapbox. First off, the Zoom was awful for teachers because me as a ballet teacher, right? Here I am trying to teach ballet. So I don't know if you know, but as a ballet person, I need to look at your whole body.
Oh, you mean ballet that is still relevant? Oh, okay.
Can't stand you.
Oh, let me tell you something.
How I watched Misty? Ooh, Misty was looking good.
And right, and she just had hip surgery in December.
3 months ago.
Right. So let me just say how they kept shouting him out on purpose throughout the whole entire
I don't feel bad.
award show. I love it.
Because why would you do that?
Very relevant.
Disrespectful.
The foundation of everything.
You come from an artsy home. You took ballet. And I'm not even mad because they then came out and said that it was him and Tom Holland going for Spider-Man. And Tom Holland won with his background of ballet. Okay, then. Anyway, so being a ballet teacher and trying to do Zoom with 9-year-olds. First off, for me, it was, you don't need a background. Just stand up. Don't change your background. No, you don't need juice. Put it down.
These kids.
Okay, I can see your feet.
Pivot.
But what's the rest of your body doing?
Pivot.
And then when we got into person and got into the park, it was so much better. Except why they still want to stand next to each other. We said 4 feet apart. You should be on that square. Why are you standing next to her?
On hula hoops on the ground.
Stand in your hula hoop. No, stand in the middle of your hula hoop. But I haven't seen her in so long. Yeah, me neither. Stand in your hoop. Otherwise, we can't be here. And then it was picture day for us. Picture day and doing picture day outside in the heat, in the sweat, and having only 3 people upstairs changing in 6-foot spaces. And then you had to go, and when you went up to do your picture, okay, take your mask off, put it to the side, and then you left. Put your mask back on. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. So all
the world was worlding, and it gave you a whole new lens.
All of this, to bring it back, is when I realized that I needed to be wealthy, and I didn't just need to be rich. Because being rich, you can die and have all the money in the world.
Mm-hmm. You can't take it with you.
You can't take it with you.
But are you wealthy while you're alive?
And you weren't impactful. You mean nothing to friends and family because you have all this money, but what did you do?
Right.
So when you think about having wealth and being money and all those good things, right? I've come to realize that, again, income and what my W-2 says is not wealth. That's really what it is. Mm-hmm. Income is not wealth.
Nope.
Wealth is what I pour into myself and how I continue to live my day to day.
I would agree.
And so that's what I want to be. I want to be a wealthy individual, not necessarily a wealthy individual.
Wait, you want to be a wealthy individual, not necessarily a rich individual.
What did I say?
Wealthy and wealth. I know what you meant. I just want to reiterate it for the good people.
My
She
brain was
wants to be a
yep.
wealthy individual, not a rich individual.
That's my brain moving too fast.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
So as I was continuing, I was thinking more about this. And then I think about family life. I come to realize that, of course, as person of color, we as a family make less than a person who's not of color.
For the most part.
For the most part, 95% of us will make less
Mhm.
than our counterparts. So while they are very much well income and they're rich, they're not necessarily wealthy because they are also the first people who will send their mother to a retirement community
Right.
where we
And
will
not visit.
and not visit, where we would keep our family with us.
Right.
So
And take them to doctor's visits.
do all of the things. And we'll pay for that stuff. Not it doesn't necessarily work that I think I want to say that they will pay for that, all those things, right? I want to say that. I don't have the data, I don't know. But I want to say that they also pay
It's
for it.
speculation.
Speculation. But I came to realize that that's being they call it a black tax
I've heard of it. Uh-huh.
because we're so quick to put money to the generations behind us. We're so quick to make sure that our mothers are okay, our great grandmothers are okay, our aunts okay, our uncles okay. We're quick to make sure that my older brother is okay.
Right.
We're quick to make sure that everybody behind us is okay.
But forget about ourselves.
So then we can't take that money to then invest in our future, to invest in ourselves.
Because there's no space to save. It's everything's about the present. So everything that you have, everything that comes in is about the present, and there's no space to be able to put away for a rainy day.
Right. So I've been sitting and I've been thinking now that I've thought about this topic and I was like, how do I want to support I want to have the black tax because I never not want to support my brother. I never not want to be able to help my family and all those good things, right? But at the same
You don't want to have a black tax.
I do because at the same time, I want to also be able to invest in myself.
Wait, are we looking at the black tax the same way?
You talk about it. Tell me what you're thinking when you think
The
about
black
tax.
tax is that we're taxed. It's almost like the pink tax. You know what the pink tax is?
I do.
So black tax and pink tax is pretty much the same way. We will always get taxed harder than our counterparts because we always have to feel like we're digging out of it's like our white counterparts or our Asian counterparts or our Indian counterpart. Anyone that is non-black,
Black
or even the Latinos have a differential
yes.
in the tax. The 10 steps they take
is R20.
Correct.
Okay, so we're thinking about it differently. So when I think about black tax, I think about the fact that I'm putting it on myself, that I want to take care of my mom. I want to take care of my brother if I need to.
That's not the black tax then.
It is though. It's or they call it black tax, brown burden. It is the same thing.
What is black tax? What?
Black tax or brown burden. That
brown burden sounds more like what you're referring to.
Brown burden. I'll say that then. So,
because the pink tax is the same thing. If you put Gillette and Gillette, female and male, Gillette female,
Gillette should be the same as Gillette male.
Right.
Anyway,
so that's how I
okay. So then we'll say brown burden.
Yes, brown burden.
Because I don't mind having a brown burden. I don't necessarily want to put my mom and my father into a retirement community.
Fair enough.
Unless it's a retirement community like where my aunt currently is, where she's living her best life with all these bloody recreational sites, doing all the things.
What if it's at a level where you can't care for them individually?
Then I'd have to, right? But
yeah. You'd also have to make sure that, if they are going to get a home health aid, that they can't have any assets. But that's a whole other story.
That's a whole different story. And let me tell you how if I got a home health aid, one,
your mother would curse you out, but that's another.
It's not even that she would curse me out. It's the fact that one, I'd make sure there's no valuables, but two, I would vet this person, and three, I feel like if they were a good person, I would tip them because what home health aides get paid in New Jersey is trash.
Have they reached the $15 mark?
Barely.
Oh wow,
barely.
At least in New York, there's a $15 to $18.
No, so I think we just reached 15, maybe in the past 2-3 years, but like we barely just reached it.
More like a $12.75.
It was so bad. It's just so bad. And they do so much.
They do.
Okay,
so you said you like the brown. You want the brown burden.
But I need to be wealthy enough that the brown burden isn't a burden, right?
Mm-hmm.
I need it so that
They have their own, like, you see how a lot of houses have, and I don't mean to cut you off.
An in-suite?
Yeah, a built-in separate interest, like, because they still have their
First off,
individuality. They still live on their own.
I would need 2 in-suite homes because they can't live together.
So then you need to go to Georgia, where Georgia will have the main house, and they'll have like 2, like a almost like a Blackish, right? Where he has the pool house in the back.
Blackish.
Yeah,
I
he
just
has the
watched
pool
that
house in the
again.
back for his dad. He has the pool house for his dad.
Yo, Pops was a mess.
Yeah, and Pops lived in the back, right? And then the mom lived in one of the rooms upstairs.
Yes.
So you need something like that.
I need something like that because I don't know. I just can't imagine my parents living in a retirement community like a long-term facility,
Okay.
like a Sunrise. What a Sunrise is?
I'm
like
thinking
a Sunrise senior living.
Yeah, like a traditional senior living, and not a senior living where they live independently, like a 55 and over
Right,
situation.
right. But I need to be wealthy to do that. It's just so many things. Like I need to be rich to do it. Realistically, I need to be rich to do it.
We're rich. We just haven't. This is our year, and then the tides are changing. And once the tides change, we just plan smarter. Like, this is the first time since leaving my corporate job, and this is how I know the tides are changing. This is just to piggyback on wealth.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first time since I've left my corporate job that I'm able to save substantially without feeling like, okay, you know what, I got to skip this week that I can't put money away.
Yes, win. Yes.
Right. So since January,
Yes, win. Okay, I'm so excited for her.
So yes, it's coming.
It's slowly coming.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what I've come to realize. That
So that's what you should be planning for at 45.
At 45, I need to be able to.
We will.
Okay.
This will become popular. People are gonna come back and be like, hey, let's kiki with them. Let's kiki. And then we're gonna be on tours. Listen, when I say I can visualize it, so I don't want to hear anything. I can visualize it. And the wealth will look different to us when that happens, right? Because wealth will have that security of
I can tour without worrying about the studio.
Right. Right.
That's what it is. That's what wealth is.
I can open up a salon suites without having to.
You said sweets.
Yes, I will be a suites owner. Well, that's passive income. I don't know if I want to necessarily have a space of just this one only part of the industry. There's more to be had if you do suites.
There is, because you can do so much more with it.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
And I'll do better than those and make sure that everything is well ventilated per room. Shots fired.
So I'm moving on from you.
What?
You did, because I wasn't prepared for the statement, and then it came, and then my brain is trying to adjust. So, what are you doing? I know what your plan is. You've talked about it just now because we're going on tour somehow.
Yes,
Love
we are.
It for us.
We will be going on tour.
So if we go on tour, when we go on tour,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to hit, just so that you know, New Orleans.
Okay, listen.
I just want to know New Orleans, Nashville,
Okay,
San Francisco,
San Diego.
I would love to hit in Austin.
Okay.
You don't see this loading up? This orange feather loading? I don't know where it came from. Okay. And I low-key, I want to go to Denver because I've never been to Denver, so I think I just want to experience it one time.
Okay.
And when we go to New Orleans, we have to plan that we're going to be there an extra 2 to 3 days to eat the food. Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, maybe we'll do Essence Fest.
Ooh! I want to do
They have us, maybe not on a main stage, but a side stage. I'm okay with the side stage.
30 minutes, that's all we need.
Yeah.
We can do a lot in 30
Even
minutes.
if we're interviewing somebody. You know?
Just let me be there.
And the only way we're gonna get there is if, people, it's the like
tag.
The like, follow, tag.
Like, follow, tag.
And comment.
Like, follow, tag.
And comment.
Like, tell us. What? Okay. Focus. Okay. So you have this dream. You know where you want to be a wealthy individual.
Yes.
You've thought about it.
Yes. We'll get there.
What do you do?
We'll have sponsorships and brandships.
Stop.
Sorry. I'm just speaking it.
What are you doing to get there? What steps are you taking?
What steps are we taking? So, I think we need to get back to what we were doing before with the emails.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
Exposure, like being able to step outside of the box and not stay comfortable, right? So like this upcoming live episode that we want to do.
Which
that
is on March 31st at 7:30 p.m. See what I did there?
I love it. I love it. It's making sure that we come out of these comfort zones, that we are not like staying in a little bubble of security or a little bubble of like what seems not simple, but what seems secure, right?
I want you to know.
We have to come out of the bubble.
I want you to know, not to shush you, but I want you to know that I went back to this text message that we had, which I started, and I will, if I can find
You
it.
went all the way back?
I did. If I can find it, I'll
That's
post
like
it here.
3 years now, right?
Bunch of business. So I don't know what made me go back and try and find this message. Right?
Okay.
But first off, I want you to know this started off because I saw a reel.
Uh-huh.
And I remember vividly remember it. I saw this reel about a cafe that I wanted to visit with you.
Okay.
And I said, hey, what if we go to this cafe and record and do a food review? And if it becomes a podcast, whatever. But mostly we just go and we go eat the food.
Okay.
And now somehow we're not eating food.
We're podcasting. I still remember that very vividly. I remember laying in my bed,
Oh my God,
scrolling, and the random text came in, hey, you want to start a podcast? And like, I didn't even think about it. It literally was yeah, sure.
But wait, it's the fact that I said in the same breath, because I think I've like broke it up in two. I was like, if the podcast part doesn't happen, though, it's okay too. We can just go eat. And you were like, no, let's do it all. And I said, okay, we're doing it. So listen. And then I came out my comfort zone because at first, if you remember, if you've been following us for a while, there was no visual.
I know. I had to push her out that limit. So these are the things that I'm talking about. You got to be pushed out of your comfort limit, because that's the people who thrive are the people who come out their comfort limit.
So while she's pushing me out the comfort limit here, I'm just taking her all the places out in the real world where she would be home normally. I'm going to take her out in the world.
Fair enough.
I think, yep, we're
which I want to say it's a double-edged sword, right? Because
I love it.
Because I have one person who's like, oh, you make time for I have one person say, oh, you can make time for her. But then I have other people like, good, you deserve to be out and about. And that's you all the time.
You deserve to be out.
Yes. We compliment each other in the sense where I push you to go beyond what your comfort level is, and you push me to go beyond my comfort level. You need those types of people in your life. And this is how you thrive, and this is how you build, and this is how you plan, and this is how you grow.
Love you lots.
So I love you lots too, but this is how wealth is made. You got to push out listen, I'm not letting you up. I'm giving you an easy pass because
she is in my vision, right? I'm so excited for it.
Because in my vision, it wasn't just a live. In my vision, it's supposed to be a ladies' night. It's going to happen.
It will, but not this year. Listen, she wants me in front of a whole bunch of people talking.
First grand studio. I'm not saying a grand stage just yet.
It don't matter.
It will happen, but not yet. Listen, I'm scared myself.
Stop.
But for someone who has done the arts and has been in front of people in that capacity,
I don't talk in front of people. I want you to think back to all the recitals you've been at.
I know you don't get.
I don't talk.
But you have. Have you not done orientations as an HR person? That has been your practice stage.
Orientations. They're so
I have done educational, and I've done trainings, and I have done so. We are just being ourselves, and I think that's the authenticity that people want. Let me know if I'm wrong. Do you not want that authenticity? Do you not just want to act like you are here in the conversation with us, like a fly on the wall, but you can kiki and laugh out loud, and we laugh with you? I know y'all do, because if y'all didn't, y'all wouldn't be following and watching. Am I lying though?
No, you're not. I'm right. Okay, let's start small.
And this exposure is the exposure we need, because then guess what? It can land on the eyes on the right people to be like, hey, we see that you be drinking this a lot. We see that you be doing this a lot. Do you want to partner up and do something? So these are the things I'm saying, because emails is not going to do it. So you have to have the innovative ingenuity to be able to do something that catches somebody's eye.
Listen, I love that we're starting off small.
This is how you build wealth. I just kissed the mic. This is how you build.
This is how you build wealth. I know you're right? But just baby step it with me.
I am. And
I
this is why I
appreciate
said
you.
we'll do a live.
I'm excited for the
So
live.
live on IG and live on YouTube. It'll be double streaming.
Yeah, how do we do that? Never mind. I trust in her.
Yeah, my phone. My iPad. Well, we have 2 different iPads, so one iPad could do the YouTube,
Can't do it on this one. This one is a crap camera. You can do it on my
and then the other one can do IG live.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
It'll be
for
2
us.
different angles, but it'll be done.
How are you gonna get the voice on both of them?
Mics.
Or we're wearing two mics.
2 mics.
You thought about this.
I have.
So we're building wealth. Okay. So think about it. As we build wealth, I want to reiterate income, what you make, what your W-2 says, is not your wealth.
Nope.
And
Not even the net.
no.
Because when you look at the net, you're like, damn, what the hell?
See,
Nope.
it's annoying.
And
And
you got feathers this year? Squirrel. I
you
think
see
feathers over
feathers.
there. That's probably why we saw the orange feather. Pink feather over
Where
there.
the fuck do you see feathers?
Pink feather right there.
I can see it.
And then there was another one over here.
You know what that is? I feel like it does have orange feathers.
Pink
We do
feather
have
right here.
feathers.
The pink feather. Y'all do feathers every year?
Costumes do. Do I like the feathers? No, because they molt. It's annoying. Okay, income is not wealth.
Nope.
We need to, when we look at wealth, we need to look at the fact that you're a whole person. And as a whole person, you need to make sure as a whole person you are taken care of. Health, mental, and income. I want the investments, okay? I want to be rich. I do. I promise you, I want to be rich.
Money, 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 money.
It's like money. It's like a square. A rectangle is a square, but a square is not a rectangle. That's literally what this is.
A rectangle is a square, but
Nope.
a square is
A square is a rectangle, but a rectangle is not a square. That's what it is. Something like that. One of those. It's a math thing. I remember it, but I don't remember it. But that's what it is, right? If you can be wealthy, you can be rich, but not wealthy.
fair.
But you can be
enough.
wealthy and be rich.
Fair enough. Okay.
That's
I can understand that.
And that's what I want to be. I want to be wealthy and rich. Income is not going to be my net. Income is not what I'm going to be worried about the most. It's going to be about the fact that I need to make sure my family is taken care of. I'm taken care of. I'm mentally whole. I'm physically whole, right? I'm healthy and wealthy. Those are the things. Those are all the things that I need. How am I getting there? I don't know yet, but I'm working on it.
Okay. So I beg to wonder or beg to ask. I was watching Bridgerton. I beg to ask.
Okay, Bridgerton.
Do you do some sort of journaling or vision board? And I need to get back into my journaling because when I journaled and when I manifest and I did my affirmations, a lot of them landed and I haven't done it in a while and I need to get back into it. So do you do that to help you get there?
I feel like I don't do it traditionally. And I say that because they both went out. I have to-do lists, right? But I've had to-do lists for work and for personal. And I keep them for years. So if you ask me to go pull out my 2022 to-do list, I've got it.
Okay.
So for me, that's my vision board because my personal to-do list is the things that I want to do for me, how I want to be better, what I'm looking for in my life. Because I write it down.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to be better. I used to write it down every day. Now it's every week.
Yeah. I mean, I know that
It's a process.
I knew that I personally would never be able to commit to doing something on a daily or a weekly. So I definitely commit to the monthly, right? And so on the first of the month, I try to welcome those blessings, right? I light a candle for the intention, and I journal what I want, and I do it with conviction in my heart.
Absolutely.
And then you do the blessing, the monthly blessing. You know how to do the blessing, the money blessings
Please tell me.
to bring into your home.
I need money.
I'll send it to you. I'll tag her. I went to college with her. I actually was friends with her.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that we're friends now, but definitely
But
she knows me. I know her.
Yeah.
And she is a manifestation and spiritual guru.
Okay.
I don't know if she wants to be called guru, but
it's a word that we all understand.
right. And she talks about how every month you welcome the financial blessings by blowing, salt and cinnamon, but you say the affirmations with it into your home. And
into my home.
yes,
So
you want the money to come into your home, honey?
Wait. So
you want that money in your house?
So I'm blowing salt and cinnamon into my house.
But there's obviously you want to say it with the intentional words.
Okay.
That.
So wait. Okay, question.
So you're speaking to the universe if you're someone who believes in the universe in that capacity, right? Mm-hmm. And you're literally, because the universe does not answer requests, it answers demands.
Okay.
I am this. I am wealthy.
Okay.
I am rich.
I am wealthy.
Right? Money comes to me easily. Money is attracted to me easily. And that's the other thing. I also play my money manifestation music before people come in to my salon. Because what are we doing here? Why am I in business if I'm not looking for that financial wealth to come in?
What's your money manifestation music?
I will also tag that. I will also provide that. So it's different ones. Okay. But it's literally songs. Money is attracted to me. Money comes to me easily.
Better get my...
No, not like that.
Oh, okay. Bitch better
a little bit more got it. A little more softer.
Oh. I'm sorry, Riri. Okay.
But yes. So it's one of those things where set with an intention and set with knowing that that's exactly how you feel. That's what you want.
Okay.
The universe will respond.
Okay, so I have a question.
It's like a prayer. Manifestation is just another name for prayer.
When you blow your salt and cinnamon, you do it in your house, in your salons, you do it all the places?
I have not thought about the salons, but I can definitely try.
Oh,
but I do it in my home.
Oh, so I can do it at the studio.
Yeah.
I need money in the studio all the time.
Listen.
Okay. Yes.
Listen.
So we're going to tag all those things because at the end of the day, we want to be wealthy, which includes being rich. But manifestation also doesn't mean wealthiness, right? It can also mean I am healthy. I am in a safe space.
Right.
All of those things too.
Almost like the Sierra prayer, right? The Sierra prayer, yes, it's a prayer, but it was also manifestation. She was saying, this is what I'm going to have. This is what I'm going to get.
Okay.
Some people do a novena. A novena is a variation of that, right? A novena is a Catholic form of prayer where you do it over a certain set amount of days, but it's the same prayer that you're saying with intention.
Okay.
I used to do that when I was still practicing as a Catholic during Lent. That is something that you would do because the idea of Lent is to become more spiritually inclined, right? Mm-hmm. People automatically think, oh, I got to give something up. No. It's not so much about giving up. That's the sacrifice of becoming more spiritual.
Correct.
Yes. But you don't have to give something. I learned that from a priest. You don't have to give something up in order to become more spiritual.
You can go and volunteer time. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're giving up liquor.
Exactly. So I was speaking to someone the other day, and she said her famous chapter in the Bible is Job. Right?
It's a good book.
My favorite story in the Bible is the prayer of Jabez, where he asked, "Enlarge my territory."
Yes,
and let me tell you something. That was my go-to prayer every Lent.
Really,
every Lent. And if it wasn't that, I'd read the Psalms.
Oh, Psalms is always
every single one of them. And the ones that were long, they get one day. The ones that were short, I get maybe two or three or three inside of it. But yes, there's different ways to do manifestation than your affirmations. I'm not only saying it has to be your non-atheist way of doing it, but or your spiritual non-religious way. There's many ways that you can do it to be able to say, you know what, I'm in a space where I'm going to call on my inner divinity.
I like that
to request for wealth and richness.
Because that's all it is.
Yep.
That's all prayer is. And maybe asking for wealth and divinity for other people as well.
Yep. No, let me cut this. Bitch. I pray you don't let me cut this bitch.
Have you actually prayed that?
No. I haven't. But there are people who are trying to heal, and maybe that's something, you know?
Let me not cut this bitch today.
Listen, okay.
I'm not even mad at it. They're asking for the strength against temptation.
Exactly.
In their own way.
Some people want to cut a bitch. I be minding my business, and you want to. This someone I would.
You want to cut a bitch? She want to cut a bitch, y'all.
I don't want to cut her. I just want to scare the shit out of her a little bit. But I'm a bigger person than that. The bitch two doors down.
Oh, we can cut a bitch. Yeah,
her and her sister.
We can cut a bitch. I'm ready. Listen,
I be minding my business. If people want to be fucking with me, but they don't realize I'm healed-ish. And I have ways, but I choose not to use those ways because I try to be a good person.
I'm an instigator if y'all haven't realized. Yeah. Okay, bye. Okay, that's all I've got today, Wispies. Thank you for indulging in my. This was a taboo topic, a smidge.
It was.
A smidge taboo.
It was.
This is too bad.
I like it.
Thank you.
See you next time, Wispies.
Bye.
Hey Wispies, thank you for joining us for another hard-hitting girl talk. If you have a topic or question for us, send us a whisper at info@wineandwhispersclub.com. That's whispers with an S. See you next time, Wispies.